Guess what I saw this week or went to this week?
Ooh, I'm gonna guess. You saw Barry Manilow in concert. Is he still alive? It doesn't matter. You saw him.
Yeah, it was kind of like a Weekend at Bernie's situation, but he did a great job. I went and saw Jinx and Ben de la Creme's holiday show. It was so fucking good. They're two drag queens.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really, really fun. I guess they do a holiday show in Seattle every year, and I think also Portland, because their families are in those areas. So they're like, fuck it, we'll
Makes
just do
sense.
Christmas shows.
I didn't think when you said Jinx, it was going to be that Jinx. I thought
Yeah.
of League of Legends Jinx for some reason. I was stuck on that.
No. Jinx the drag queen.
Makes way more sense.
Yeah. It was so freaking good though. I did not expect it to be like that good. It had humor. There was a plot. The plot was actually decent. At one point she fucked the Nutcracker. It was great. The only reason I know anything about the Nutcracker and made a Nutcracker reference to you earlier in our text messages is because of that show. Because if you had talked to me 2 nights ago, I wouldn't have known absolute shit about it.
I saw the Nutcracker once, but I gotta be honest. I saw Swan Lake recently too. I gotta be honest, ballets are pretty fucking boring. Like, I love classical music and I love dancing and all that, but I feel like ballets need to wrap it up in like 30 minutes. They do not need to be 2 hours worth.
That was actually part of the premise of the show, and I'm not even joking. But
that
also,
ballets are boring?
Yes.
Because they are. I'm not alone.
No, I feel like ballets, I think, is such a technically beautiful dance because it requires so much skill, effort, and fitness.
Absolutely. I agree.
It is definitely one of those things that it gets to the point of being so technical and minute that I'm like, all right, there's a point here where I am going to cease being able to appreciate what you're doing.
Yes, I agree.
Because I have no concept of what is happening here.
Well, like, even if you have concept and like everything, I just feel like the novelty wears off pretty quickly. Like, yep, you have shown for half an hour now that you are a good dancer.
Yeah, you have tiptoed around the stage for many a song.
Talented. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that, like, I got shit to do, man. 2 hours is a lot out of my day now.
What we're saying is we're Neanderthals, and we have no appreciation for ballet. And honestly, probably lesser.
No, I took a genetic test. I don't have any Neanderthal in me.
Oh, I do, so
Ooh,
I don't know how we can figure this out. But
bitch.
A little bit.
But yeah, essentially what my compadre here is saying is that we don't appreciate the finer arts.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck fine arts.
I like fine arts, but...
Takes a lot of skill to do what you do. Ugh.
We both have ADHD. I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Is we're like, oh, wow. Okay, moving on. Because I'll do the same thing in museums where, like, I'll walk in and I'm like, oh, cool. And then I'm like, begin trying to rush through it. I appreciated the art, but 10 minutes have passed and, like, Daddy needs a hot dog. Move it.
I don't understand people that go to a museum and spend hours upon hours upon hours just observing stuff. I love to observe things. I'm a real good observer, but I don't need 30 minutes on a thing. Like, I can look at that for 2 and I'm good. Let's go.
Yeah, I think the longest I stayed at like one painting was about 10 minutes. Not because I was watching the art, but I was watching one guy watch the art, wondering what the fuck, how is he able to do that? That's an art I can watch all day and appreciate.
Yes. Is the absurdity of man.
Because he had like the headphones on for like the Audible tour thing where like it tells you the dick size of each painter and like what kind of positions they enjoy, and it just sounds boring to me. But like I was watching him listen to that and he was just like looking at the art like nodding, and I'm like, is this a thing for you?
Maybe he's just being showy. He's like nodding as in, yeah, I knew he had a 6-inch penis.
Ah, yes, I do understand.
He's pretending to be educated. Oh my god, damn it. So I went to a furry bar for my birthday. I don't know how I didn't bring that up in last episode.
Yeah, how do you start with the fucking one and not...
I don't know. But speaking of people doing things for show, so went to the furry bar Not nearly as many furries as I was hoping. There were only 3. But that's
Hey, they're
okay.
expensive.
Beggars can't be choosers, because yes, it is. So this dude was wearing like an electric Eevee onesie, and then he had a wolf head that kind of matched. But he was sitting on a couch with a coffee table in front of him, and he, like, with the head off, was sitting there clearly pretending to work on his laptop, because you could see that he wasn't really getting anything done. It was a lot of shifting around on the couch, looking around, moving forward to pretend to read something, type something. But then he would randomly, periodically put on the furry costume head, but he can't see out of it. So he would lean all the way forward to where the head was touching the computer screen on the knee-high coffee table and just start vigorously typing. Like we're pretending to hack into the Pentagon typing. Just...
Well, he had to like get into serious mode. Like I'm gonna put on my furry head and type real aggressive.
Yep.
But I kind of feel that because like my Halloween costume was Bombastic Bagman. It was a very reductive costume.
I thought you were
I went as lazy as possible. I'm getting there. But my Halloween costume, I was Bombastic Bagman, which is a version of Spider-Man. Google it. I don't know. But nobody told you that paper bags you can't really breathe in. So I was taking that bitch off like every 10 minutes, and then eventually just I kept it off. Also funny is I did do the Fantastic Four like logo, and I was wearing like a blue shirt, and a friend came over and they're like, "So what are you, a pool ball?" And I felt so burned.
Even better, it was, "So what are you, a billiard?"
Yes.
It was like the full fancy term for a pool ball.
Yeah, and I gotta say, like, if you are dressed up as a Fantastic Four, but then you take off like the gloves and stuff, and it's just a blue suit and a ball and a number, you're a billiard ball, like for sure.
There's no going back. You are a billiard now.
So that's what I was for the rest of the night.
Beautiful.
Anyway, it's funny we're talking about Halloween because we're recording on Christmas. Merry Christmas, Rachel.
Merry Chrysler. Happy chrysanthemum.
But we're not going to talk about Christmas because for everybody else, it was Christmas weeks ago.
Yeah, it's old news. Fuck that shit. We're here to talk about the future. We're here to talk about your future.
Speaking of the future, sometime in this episode, we're going to start the episode.
Yeah, actually, what a premonition you just had, because welcome to We Have That Podcast at Home, the only podcast to confidently spoon-feed you the lies of the masses. I'm on-brand Rachel.
I'm on-brand Gamage, and each week we spin a wheel to figure out what we're doing for the next episode. Last week, we spun and got on pop culture, and since this is the first episode of 2025, for pop culture, we decided that much like most pop culture news rags, like the Inquirer and other ones, I don't subscribe to them, okay? But much like them, we're just gonna make shit up. We're not doing like the hot goss thing. What we're doing is we're predicting the future. We are going to discuss, you and I, about what 2025 has in store for us. I have no idea what's happening, but I'm going to make wild claims, and they're totally going to be right.
Yeah, together we are the Nostradamus of your life.
Yes.
It's Nostradamus, so if there's plural, he's a Nostradamus.
I got it.
My prediction was that you would laugh.
Technically true.
Oh, man. Well, what do you want to start with? We can predict many things.
We could predict many things.
I know where I want to start.
Sure.
Which fast food chains do you think are gonna fight this year?
What do you mean?
Which ones do you think are gonna get in beef with each other?
Which fast food restaurants are gonna send their avatar to fight one another in the arena? I need more context for what you're talking about.
Close. All right, let me explain. So you know how Mike Tyson fought Logan Paul recently?
Yes, if you want to call it that.
Which fast food chains do you think are gonna pick their champion and send them into the ring against each other in a battle royale, perhaps to the death, depending on who's mad at who about stealing their buttery milk chicken recipe?
Now, are you predicting which two fast food chains are going to do this, or are you just going to predict that this entire made-up situation is going to happen?
No, the situation is going to happen. It's a matter of who
it
will
is.
be involved. I think it's going to be Chick-fil-A and Burger King.
Chick-fil-A and Burger King?
Yeah, McDonald's is too above it to need to fight anybody, unless maybe like they start getting real into their coffee game and start beefing with Starbucks, but I don't think Starbucks counts as fast food.
Now, I'm going to disagree because I think I think Burger King.
Oh.
I was going to get there, yes. I think Burger King is kind of, everybody knows it's trash at this point, right? Like, we've come full circle. Everybody's on the same page. Burger King makes arguably the worst fast food burgers at this point. They're not good. So I think that any beef that Burger King is starting is the equivalent of, like, a hobo shouting at 3 a.m. on the corner. Like, everybody's like, shut up. Nobody's accepting the beef and getting into a fight with him. They're just like, yeah, there goes Burger King.
Oh,
I think instead, like, if it's Chick-fil-A, KFC doesn't really have a chicken sandwich, but they're the chicken game, you know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're already fighting with, like, Popeyes and Churches. It depends who you ask. Who knows?
Okay. You know,
but who makes a chicken sandwich that's like everybody's like, wow, this is good, and would actually fight Chick-fil-A on?
Well, and that's the second you said KFC, I think it occurred to me that I think the only competitor for McDonald's, just because they're so prolific in other aspects that have nothing to do with their food, is KFC. They've got the biscuits, they've got the crispy chicken.
They've got Mountain Dew in a bag.
Yeah.
Have you ever ordered the Mountain Dew in a bag?
No, what the fuck? Why do we keep putting liquids in bags? It's really odd.
You can order, because fuck the earth, more plastic, but you can order a fucking giant gallon bag full of, like, whatever soda you want.
That is utterly insane.
It's pretty up there, yeah. One time when I was working at Taco Bell, back when I was, like, basically a teenager, we get those, like, syrup bags that you, like, connect to the soda machine, and that's what fountain drinks are. We got one that was a Mountain Dew one, but, like, the bag was, like, only half full, so we weren't able to use it, so we got, like, a write-off for it, so they were throwing it away. But I took it, and instead, I used it as, like, a laptop cooler. Like, I'd put a laptop on it, and shucks howdy, did it work.
That's fucking wild.
It's pretty wild, yeah. But like, it is, I don't know, the thickness of it, like the fact that it's a liquid, like it was able to cool it a lot better than a fan was.
Did you have to keep it in the fridge, or did it just stay naturally chilly?
Man. Yeah, it's
what?
Because it's, like, thick. It's very syrupy because it's
I
without
get
the soda water.
Yeah, no. I know exactly what you're talking about. We call it dark matter because it fucking weighs a ton. Like, you ever tried to lift a 5-gallon bag of that shit?
No, I have, because I was the only one who knew how to fucking hook it up right.
Your spine.
It's not even hard. It's just you punch the bag and you pull the thing out and you go click, click, bam.
No, the hardest thing is punching the fucking hole in the box, because the box has to be the thickest fucking thing in the universe to hold this 5-gallon bag.
What I've learned is that, like, if you kind of, like, have your middle knuckle out a little bit, because like you're getting, like, kind of a piercing
100%.
kind of
you need
punch.
The leverage and the point.
Yes. But I used to. I think that was the part that everybody's like, I don't want to do it. Gamage, you do it, because that shit
you have
hurts.
The best middle knuckle.
I got the best middle knuckle. Ask any girl in the tri-state area.
Ask any Brittany in this house. It's got the best middle knuckle.
She'd rate it a B. Back to the matter at hand. I don't KFC. They're not competing with chicken sandwich though, because Chick-fil-A's whole thing is their chicken sandwich. I think KFC, they have a chicken sandwich every now and then, but they're not banking on it. Like, who cares? Like, look here, they don't care about chicken sandwiches so much that they made a chicken sandwich that is just chicken instead of bread. like to double down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how much they don't care. Like it is a joke to them. So I don't think
That's
that they
fair.
would. I don't think they would take beef seriously.
Okay. Is it because they're
But
selling chicken that they don't take beef seriously?
I was trying to figure out in my head how I was going to make that joke, and I'm glad you picked it up for me.
I'm here for you.
I mean, I've never had Cane's, but I hear that they're really good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where do you think Raising Cane's falls in all of this? But here's the thing. I don't think Raising Cane's is prolific enough. They would be a very underdog kind of story. Because are they around?
That's twice
Yes.
you used prolific in this argument of chicken sandwiches.
I feel very prolifically about chicken sandwiches, okay, Gamage?
I don't know if it's used that way.
No, it is. I would know. I've used it twice already in this prolific
expert.
conversation about
I'm very
chicken sandwiches.
experienced.
I know a
in
lot about chicken and proliferation, okay?
I'm very experienced in prolifenomeny.
Yes. Prolifenomenon actually is what it's called.
Okay. All right. I haven't had Raising Cane's. Every time I'm in the city with one, I'm like, oh, I gotta try that, and I just never do.
Yeah.
So I can't really gauge that. I mean, like, honestly, the shitty $2 McChicken at McDonald's is like heaven to me. It's heroin. It's got that nasty hot mayonnaise on it and like that shitty shredded lettuce. And I love that bitch. I don't think I would put them into the chicken sandwich wars though.
No, definitely not. And I've had Raising Cane's once, but I distinctly recall my impression afterwards of everybody telling me it was so epically good, it's, worth going to, and then having it being like, yeah, it's just like a chicken strip. Like, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It tasted good, but I wasn't like, I'm going to go out of my way for this.
I gotta say that chicken's one of those things where the quality differs store to store. Because I have family in the South, and like they always told me about Church's chicken. Oh, Church's is awesome. And then we got a Church's in town. We're very north, by the way, and it fucking failed. It did not do good at all. It was not tasty. Those honey butter biscuits were hard as a rock. And I don't think that's Church's fault. I think that is this specific franchise's fault.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way about
very
Popeyes.
Probable.
Where like every time I've been near a Popeyes and I go there, the chicken kind of sucks. And I don't fault that to Popeyes. I fault that at the specific location.
But if you're at multiple locations of Popeyes, does that not tell you that that's not ideal?
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that.
Because if it was like one McDonald's always has shitty food, all right. If all of them, the nuggets taste terrible, which is, I don't know how you would even figure out how to do that, then that's McDonald's.
I mean, Brittany has like a formula down. She knows like what times to go to which McDonald's because certain ones have better fries, certain ones have better nuggets.
She's got a map.
Yes, she has a map.
I know how to get my meal in exactly 15 minutes, and it involves 3 McDonald's and a very specific route down the street.
She designed an app to map it out for you called McMove.
McGet it.
McGet it. You can find it on any Android device.
It's not on iPhones yet. It will be soon. The Apple Store just has a lot more hoops to jump through. Give it time. We're working on it.
So do you think that it's just going to be a fight with chicken sandwiches, or are other places going to fight?
I don't know. Like, what else is there to fight about? Like, I feel like the hot button item right now is a solid fucking chicken sandwich.
I don't know. By the way, it's not a chicken sandwich. That was a whole fight as well. But
is that it's a chicken burger?
Yes, they are chicken burgers. I used to be of the school of thought that a chicken burger is like a chicken grounded patty, like a McChicken or so.
Yes.
But no, a burger is defined by the bun. It is a hamburger bun, and that is what makes a burger.
What is a hamburger bun?
It's a specific piece of bread that's like made into a bun that's cut in half and stuff goes inside of it.
Look, I get that point. I'm just saying, like,
there's a type of bread is.
But there's different types of buns. So does it just have to be on a bun? Like, is that what the marker is?
I think
you can have a ciabatta bun.
Yeah, a ciabatta,
and that's
ciabatta
a different.
Bun is a thing.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Like, I guess that makes sense. But does it just have to have the word bun? Because technically, a hot dog bun exists.
By the way, I've had a ciabatta bun burger, and they are fucking delicious. But God, so messy. Like, I can't. Get ready. Take that home and eat it in shameful silence because you can't.
What do you mean silence? All you can hear is the slippery sound of your sauce, your lettuce, and your burger escaping, and then the gasps of horror as it lands on your pants.
Now, you did, just before I interrupted you about ciabatta burgers, you did raise a good point about hamburger or hot dog buns.
Yeah.
I do think that it needs to be a hamburger bun, which is a very specific style. It could be different kinds of bread, like a brioche bun, because that's a brioche hamburger bun, but I do think it needs to be a hamburger bun.
Okay, valid.
But like that is a burger. Like there was a whole Reddit war on it so many years ago, and like people got real nasty in it. But
no,
the
I'm
definition,
of the side.
Yeah.
If I stick like a chicken breast on a sandwich, that's a chicken. No, I guess you just said it's the bun. Fuck.
Yeah.
See,
like
yeah.
look. You know what a patty melt is, right?
Yeah, I know.
A patty
I
melt
got
is
you.
a sandwich, not a burger.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Even though it is hamburger meat, it is ground burger meat. It's not a burger unless it's on a burger bun.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
you
know what?
It's
all right.
silly, but like I didn't make the rules.
Okay, so we got on a tangent. Who do you think's gonna fight
In the chicken wars?
Yeah.
I think what's going to happen is that we're going to get Chick-fil-A is going to be drunk in the middle of like an Arby's, going like, who fight me. And Arby's is going to be like, we don't have chicken sandwiches here.
Oh, I like that.
We just have vomit sandwiches. The location
Vomit
the location is arbitrary. Basically, they're going to be drunk literally at any restaurant at 3 a.m. looking for a fight. And I don't think anybody else either has the courage to or cares enough to fight in the chicken sandwich wars. Because I think it's pretty, everybody's kind of like on the same page. Like Chick-fil-A has such a good chicken sandwich that they openly hate gay people and we just let it. Like we can't, nobody's like on the same page of canceling them. So, you know.
That's actually really funny to me because I know somebody that's super gay and just is constantly at Chick-fil-A. Like, your life cracks me up. I think, here's my prediction. I'm going to go full clue. It's going to be Chick-fil-A in the Olive Garden with a breadstick, but it's been breaded like a tender and fried.
And what are they doing? Are they murdering somebody? Are they picking a fight? You gotta follow through,
all of
Rachel.
the above. I think it's going to be a drunk crime of passion where they murder. I think I'm going to go with, as you said, Arby's. I'm stealing that from you.
But that was such an arbitrary pick.
In a very confused crime of passion.
An arbitrary pick. Sorry, go on.
But that's my clue prediction for the fast food wars of 2025.
So for 2025, Rachel predicts that Chick-fil-A is going to get drunk and fight Arby's
an Olive Garden.
In an Olive Garden with a baguette.
You know what's insane? It's not quite a baguette. It's a chicken fried baguette.
Okay.
How fucked up would you be if any part of that came true?
How fucked up
the
would I be?
The CEO of Chick-fil-A got drunk in an Olive Garden and then fought the CEO of Arby's. I'd shit my pants.
I'd have you start picking up my lottery numbers is what I would do.
But I've already wasted all my luck on this experience.
It's got to be a weird monkey paw situation where like that happens, but it also means that like everybody gets cancer or something.
Yes. Also,
that's a bad example of a monkey paw, but you know what I mean. Something bad's going to happen from it.
Yes. Also, I'm sorry, but I just read the dictionary definition of burger, and really what I'm stuck on is, you know how when there's a dictionary definition of a word and it gives you examples of the word?
Yeah.
Some part of the examples of the word for burger makes it like such a nonsense word that if you didn't know what it meant, like, this is useless. Tilly had a burger and fries. I grilled the burgers for 5 minutes per side. None of that really pertains to the dictionary definition.
Yeah, it's very like spelling, like bad spelling bee judge of like,
yes.
Can you use association in a sentence? Yes. I cannot spell association.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly how it feels. That's 100% it. Yeah, just like no context to assist you in
Like,
what the
thanks.
fuck you're
That doesn't
talking
help.
about. All right, what's our next prediction of 2025?
I don't know
Besides
how
the fact
to.
that the definition of burger doesn't add
I don't
up.
know how to follow that up. I was going to be like, I think this movie's going to come out and it's going to be pretty good, but Rachel started off with a fucking meth rant. I don't know.
I have another topic if you want to explore.
Here we go. Yes, pull that cord.
Okay, I've looked up a list of movies that is coming out in 2025.
Yeah.
Do you want to go down the list and guess which one we think will end up being the most popular?
Sure. Yeah. Shoot him.
All right. Number 1 on the release date between January 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2025 is Superman.
Oh, I saw this trailer and I thought it looked kind of good. I know a lot of people hated it because they're crazy about Zack Snyder for some weird reason. But like, I don't know, Crypto's in it. Nathan Fillion's a shitty Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. I mean, like,
Nicholas Hoult is Lex Luthor?
dude, I saw him. Yeah, I saw him, and I'm like, is that Nicholas Hoult? I think he's going to be an incredible Lex Luthor.
Frank Grillo is in this?
Oh, not Frank Grillo, not the Grillo Queen.
Millie Alcock is in this?
Oh, no way. I don't know who any of those
face.
people are.
I think you would probably know their face.
Maybe, but
if you had listed their name to me, Alan Tudyk?
Okay, Alan Tudyk's in everything.
You have to know
like,
who that is.
I'm very plugged into Alan Tudyk's career, but I gotta say that he's like in most things.
Sean Gunn, though.
Yeah, it's
Do you
James
know who
Gunn.
that is?
Do you know who James Gunn is? He's making it.
I honestly did not realize that this was this person's name and that they were related to James Gunn.
Yeah, Sean Gunn.
What does James Gunn look like?
He kind of looks
Sean
like
Gunn without his shirt on is one of the most alien creatures I've ever seen.
Well, he does the physical puppetry, or like he's the CG mod. He's the mocap model for Rocket Raccoon, and also the Weasel in that the Suicide Squad movie. He's also just in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, he's also in Gilmore Girls, and in a singular episode, he walks into a sauna with just a towel around his waist, and he is shapes.
I have never once watched a complete episode of Gilmore Girls, so
I'm gonna send you
that's a factoid.
Screen
Don't.
cap that I took of him, because you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Not to body shame people, but he is shapes.
It kind of feels like you are.
No, I'm 100% doing it, and I'm definitely an awful person, but I was stunned. What the fuck is
America
David?
weeps.
Yeah, we know. What the hell has David Cornsweat been in? Because from some angles he looks familiar, and from many he does not.
I'm wanting to move on because he spent a long time on just
That's
Superman.
fine.
I think
Yes.
Superman by James Gunn, legendary James Gunn, who's kind of has a high batting average at this point, is going to do just fine. Is it going to be the best movie of the year? Probably not. It seems a little goofy. I like goofy, but the people, they like drama for some reason. I don't. I think drama has nothing to teach me. Yeah, that person's sad and they have cancer and they're dying. Okay. Cool,
I like how you
guess.
picked the genre that probably has the most thematic elements to it, and you're like, this has nothing to teach me.
Well,
This
that's what I'm
man
saying.
dying of cancer is learning about loving life in the little time you have left to live. Fuck that shit. Show me Captain America getting railed by a Russian.
That's what I'm saying, is that like it's just kind of like, yeah, it's real life. Real life kind of sucks. I'm not here for that. Like, I'm not questioning that any actor in these like big time drama movies aren't great at acting, because they are. And it's kind of like a celebration to them, though. Like, of course, Meryl
I don't think
Streep
the actors
is
have anything to fucking do with the topic that we're talking about, but okay.
no, I was talking about drama movies in general.
I guess. What were you going to say about Meryl Streep? Was it controversial?
It wasn't. I was just going to
Okay.
say Meryl Streep's a fantastic actress. We all know she is, but like, you know, like you don't go to watch a Meryl Streep movie expecting something bad to happen. Like she's going to fucking act her heart out.
Yeah.
They're moving
Okay,
him.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I think Superman's gonna flop, not because I don't think James Gunn is capable, not because the cast isn't capable, just because I don't think a single Superman movie in the past forever of Superman has done super well.
You'd be surprised. A lot of them have. I think
What are
that
we defining as doing well, though? Like, I don't think it's gonna tank. I just don't think
no,
it's gonna really, like, I
I'm
think
not.
if
I'm not.
I could walk up to somebody a year from now and be like, "Did you see Superman?" They'll be like, "That one from a long time ago." And I could be like, "Nah, this year," and they'd be like, "Oh,
I
didn't
mean,
know
I
it came
think
out."
that because Superman movies can be really good. They also can be very hit and miss. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that you're kind of right, only in that a lot of people hate this whole James Gunn making new Superman and not doing Henry Cavill because they're huge Zack Snyder fans and they're very following it. And the second this trailer came out, they were like hating it and they were saying all the bad shit. And they're like, oh, there's a Superman dog now? Yes, Crypto. He's been in the comics for like 50 fucking years. Get
Wait,
over
I'm
it.
sorry, Crypto's in this movie?
Crypto is in this movie.
I hope this movie does so fucking well. I used to watch Crypto
You
the
no,
Superdog all the
shut up.
time.
You said
I didn't say it
you
would do
said-
well. I didn't say it would.
You said it
I
would
said
flop.
I hope it does well.
You said
I
yeah,
still
okay.
don't think it's going to, but part of me hopes it does because I love Crypto the Superdog.
Eh.
Anyway, next on our list.
When it comes to superhero pets, I'm definitely I like Dexstar the most in the DC universe. Dexstar is a cat whose owner was
Of
like
course you
brutally
like that
murdered,
more.
and he was given a red ring, so a red lantern ring. So he is a red lantern.
Oh my god, that is actually really cool.
If you don't know, red lanterns, they're kind of evil lanterns, but
Yeah.
they're like green lanterns, but for anger. They get angry and like blood spews from their mouth, and like
Wow.
that's what their powers come from that. But yeah, it's a cat that's really angry and hates people, and that's kind of fucking baller. But also, Jeff the Landshark exists. He's existed long before Marvel Rivals was a thing, but Jeff the Shark is one of the best characters. So when are we
What
going
the
to
fuck
get a
does
Jeff
that
the
have to
Shark
do with
movie?
cats?
Well, I was talking about superhero pets because you went into Crypto,
Yeah,
and I went
okay.
on to tell
Is
you.
Jeff the Shark a superhero pet? I know nothing about Jeff the Shark other than that he's cool.
So Marvel Rivals came out, and it has Jeff the Shark in it.
Yes, we
And
discussed this.
yes, but Jeff the Shark is like, he's not an older character. He came out like a couple years ago, and like, so seeing his like meteoric rise to fame through Marvel Rivals is great because now you can't turn the corner without seeing Jeff the Landshark. Jeff the Landshark was created by MODOK and AIM, and the Landsharks are supposed to be like these giant monsters, but Gwenpool, that's Gwen Stacy as Deadpool from another universe, sees a baby Landshark, and she basically adopts it, and that becomes Jeff. Also,
That's
Kate Bishop
atrocious.
is the co-pet owner of Jeff the Landshark, and Jeff the Landshark's great. But I'm going back to 2025.
Next movie on our list in 2025. Are you ready for this shit?
Really quickly, we also talked about what counts as success. I think it's going to be whether it is received positively in the zeitgeist. I think that
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
box office scores don't really matter much because like they're different depending on who you ask, and like reviews are take it or leave it. I think that what the people say is what I'm looking at. And I think that
Yeah.
Superman's going to be kind of mixed just because of the weird Snyder fans. Oh,
Okay.
release the Snyder cut of the Justice League movie. It was still not good, guys. Was it better? Sure.
Yeah.
But like the bar
But
was
it
low.
wasn't good. Yeah, fuck. When you're moving out of a hole into a shit shack, sure, it's an upgrade, but it's not exactly what you're looking for here.
Okay, moving on.
All right. Next on the docket, Disney has done it again, and we're creating a live action of an animated classic, Lilo and Stitch.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about this. I think Lilo and Stitch is going to do well. Simply
so?
because I do think so. Simply because a lot of the issues that the live action renditions have is like you get the traditionalists being like, we didn't need this, we already had it. And then you get the weird people being all like, why did they pick a black person to play it? And those discussions make nothing. And I feel like a lot of the times, like, how do you take something and then adapt it into live action and be able to do it well. And that's something that a lot of movies, and not even just Disney, a lot of things just have kind of issues tackling. But I think Lilo and Stitch is a very sturdy kind of IP. I feel like it's kind of impervious. Like, you go into it, and unless they really fuck it up, but you'll go into it and you'll be like, oh, live action. I guarantee in half an hour into it, you're gonna be like, God, I love Stitch. Stitch is so good. He's resilient is what I'm looking for. Like, did you know that there is a Stitch anime?
No.
There is a Stitch anime. Notice I said Stitch and not Lilo and Stitch, because I think it might actually be called Lilo and Stitch, but like, yeah, Stitch has a whole Japanese anime about him. Stitch is beloved around the world. I think Stitch is resilient enough to be able to do live action well. Also, I do think that the Mufasa live action movie is doing good right now. I don't really look because I don't really care, but
Yeah, I was going to say, I know fuck all. I know it came out.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it. Don't necessarily have an interest, but it exists. To be fair, I also haven't heard anything bad about it.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I see your point on like Lilo and Stitch having enough of its own backbone that this can't really fuck it up, and I think that's fair. I also feel like they can't really, because of the way that storyline starts, like they can't really leave the premise, if that makes sense, like the core of it, of the whole like Ohana means family, because that's the whole base. So it's like you can't leave it behind. You can have a different version of how it appears, but it's just still there.
Yeah. Also, is 2025 the year that the live action How to Train Your Dragon movie comes out as well?
Yes, it is. That was another one on the list.
Because that, I think, same thing as
I think it's going to be good.
Lilo and Stitch. I think that, okay, so the trailer I saw of it, like, Toothless looks the exact fucking same. He looks the exact same.
It's crazy.
And honestly, I kept thinking to myself, like, that was the best choice they could have done. If they changed his look to make him look more realistic, people would have hated it.
Nope. No. Well, he looks the exact same, and it looks so fucking good too.
It does, yeah. Well, yeah, because he looks like polished up. Like,
and people have done a side by side of the animated film and the new live action, and it's like almost shot for shot, frame for frame. Like the character that plays Hiccup has the same scarring pattern. Like, it seems like perhaps they're getting closer to, hey, people are fine if you just give them the same fucking storyline, but live action. They'll go see it again.
Don't turn into M. Night Shyamalan where you're just like, I need my own spin. I need people to know that this is my artistic.
Yeah, no.
I need to put my dick print all over this so that people know that I was involved. Stop it. You're here for us. You're here to make us happy.
Yeah, this is fan service. Stop adding your own creativity. Create your own movie if you want that. Don't remake a classic. That's not the point of remaking it.
Yes.
This is not your time.
I do think that the anti-woke chuds are hating on this movie too, because Astrid's played by a black woman, which I think is fine. Like, who cares?
Yeah, get the fuck over it.
Well, I think she's actually like Norwegian too or something. I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass, but I also don't care to like start any picket lines. I don't care.
It's a mythical land with a dragon. Like, why do you give a fuck?
God, that was one of the things too, is somebody's like, well, it's not historically accurate. And they're like, dragons aren't historically accurate. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, what?
There's nothing about this is nothing about this is real.
Dumb cunt, Sharon. Get out.
It's like the Little Mermaid thing, like, it's not historically accurate. Like, what color are mermaids, bitch? Give me a mermaid picture.
Yeah, fuck. Like, you're dumbest fucking argument.
If anything, mermaids would be super pale and kind of weird looking if we're gonna have any discussion about this.
Blorp blobs like the fucking blobfish that everybody takes a picture of, because when they decompress too fast, they fucking lose all of their ability to hold their skin and flesh in.
Yeah, the blobfish kind of makes me
that
sad.
would be what a fucking a mermaid look like.
Yeah. Because a blobfish, by the way, as Rachel has already stated,
they're not supposed to look like that.
They look like fish. They are regular fish, but once they're brought from the deep, they like basically their body like collapses.
And specifically, if they're brought up too fast, it's like decompression chambers for people They get the bends, and the bends make them look like a wet blob.
Yeah, we should change the name to Ben's Fish.
Yeah.
That's Ben's Fish. He didn't take care of it very well.
With great power comes great responsibility.
It's stupid. Don't laugh.
That's Ben's Fish. He wasn't responsible enough.
Okay.
That's Uncle Ben's background. That's how he learned responsibility, is he killed a fish. Peter just took it way too seriously. He just wanted him to go home and feed Aunt May's beta.
Listen, Peter, with great power comes great responsibility, because I fucked a fish up hard once.
Don't forget to feed the goldfish. Aunt May loves it.
Okay.
He won it at the fair 3 years ago.
What's the next great movie we're going?
Holy shit.
Oh, hey, fact checker has corrected me. Nico Parker, the actress for Astrid, was born in England, not Norwegian. Thank you. I still don't care though. Like, she could be anything. I'm sure she'll do fine. Pick a good
be what you want to
person.
be, Barbie girl.
Yeah,
it's cool. If she's a good actor, who cares?
Yeah, I know that the Chuds constantly do like this whole women characters can be good, they just need to be written well. And it's like, yeah, well, actresses can do anything as long as they act well. You fucking double standard. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
This is just me getting mad at fandoms right now.
Yeah, well, I also feel like people do this stupid fucking thing where they just use like the concept of making things historically representative as, well, I'm just going to be racist, but I have the defense of it's historically accurate. That's all.
Yeah. Well, they're being historically accurate too, so.
Yeah, you're racist fuck.
Next
on our list is Snow White.
Oh man, you picked all of them, didn't you?
No, I'm just going around a list.
This movie has the same kind of discussion about the main actress's race and blah, blah, blah. And boy, I don't care.
Well, there's the discussion of, is the main actress getting hate because of her race, or is she getting hate because supposedly she said some dumb shit? But also,
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, so the people that presented me the argument that she said some dumb stuff and that's why people don't like her tried to find a video for like 30 minutes of her saying quote unquote dumb things. And I was like, every video you found is just her saying that Snow White isn't going to be entirely based around her love interest with the prince and that she has her own agenda. It's like, that's not like
kind of
outlandish.
Sounds like these people you're speaking to might have specific ideas about
specific opinions about specific things.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry that you have these people in your life.
I would say the only thing truly controversial about Snow White is that
here it comes.
They got like tall people and animated them small.
There it is.
And then people got really upset because they were like, hey, there's little people actors. So instead of hiring little people actors, the dwarves are just all tall people now.
Yep. I mean,
which is wild. What a fucking decision.
Little people actors don't exist anymore is basically what's happening.
Fucking apparently.
Hollywood
other than
care
Peter
anymore.
Dinklage, like, fuck everybody, I guess.
Not Warwick Davis. You forgot about the legend.
Peter Dinklage is the only person that I could think of that's been in something recently.
That's fair. I think Warwick Davis is in.
Does Danny DeVito count as a little person?
I think he does not. I think he's just over the limit, but I don't know because like it's not just height. Like there's like certain like genetic conditions that you have to have as well to meet the criteria. I don't know. I have no experience with this topic whatsoever.
Fact checker says he's at the cutoff height because I also thought it was a height. Like if you're below this height, you are a little person. If you are above this height, you can ride this ride. Okay,
so first of all, no Disney movie's going to flop. They're all going to be received well by kids because kids don't give a shit.
I don't know. There's lots of Disney movies that have flopped from the perspective of Disney. You know what I mean? Like, are they still going to make money? Sure. Is it not a lot? Yeah. That's possible.
Sure. The criteria that we were talking about though is very altered. I think that Snow White isn't going to be received well by the masses, specifically because you have problems with each camp. Like you got the anti-woke people being like, this woman playing Snow White who's not the right person to be Snow White. And you got the other people who are all like, I don't care about that, but like their treatment of little people is fucking bullshit. And then far off in the corner, you got me who's like, I don't care for Snow White and I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah.
And that's my opinion. I'm not going to watch it. I didn't watch.
No.
Wait, hold on. I don't think I've watched any live action Disney movie because I don't care, Rachel.
I gave up at Mulan because they utterly destroyed Mulan with like a giant dildo and no lube. They just gave no fucks.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I heard that it didn't do very good too.
Say what?
I heard that it didn't do very good.
No, because it fucking wasn't what anybody wanted. People went to see Mulan and it was a whole different type of film.
Yeah.
Just call it something the fuck else. All right, next on our list. You ready?
Yes.
Tron Ares.
I think
a highly sophisticated program, Ares is sent from the digital world into the real world on a dangerous mission. Oh, it's like reverse Tron.
I think it's Nort.
Oh my god, Gamage. It is Nort.
What?
And also, are you ready for the cast list?
Hold on,
because it's fucking crazy. Gamage, are you ready for this?
Spit it out. I don't have all fucking day.
Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
Gillian Anderson. Evan Peters. Jared Leto. Cameron Monaghan?
All right, we gotta stop. We gotta stop putting Jared Leto and everything.
I know. That's why I started laughing.
But Jeff Bridges,
because his face was right there.
But like Jeff Bridges has been in every Tron. You know that, right?
Yes. No. Jeff Bridges wasn't the exciting part.
It
was that Jared Leto was in this fucking film because I saw his face and I immediately cracked up. Jared Leto would have been a great Hunger Games character. He looks like he'd murder children in a ring.
I was about to say that like Tron is geared for success because it's Tron and Tron always does great. The fucking the Tron Legacy soundtrack slaps. I don't care who you are. Don't
Hold on. Tron music, sure. The last Tron movie that came out objectively did not do well.
I mean, in the box office, sure, but I thought it was an amazing movie.
Look, I enjoy Tron films. I enjoyed the actor that was in the last Tron film. It's objectively not a good film.
I mean, yeah, its ratings are definitely like in the 50s, 60s. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I loved it, but I was about to say I think that this Tron movie is set for success. The trailer did look really good, but Jared Leto is, God, that's like putting a spoiled banana in your fruit bunch, guys. It's just everything's just gonna mold with it.
Did you guys even see him in Morbius? Like, he was not good.
Rachel, I'm caught up on all the not Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, I know. I'm asking the people, the masses.
Yeah, Morbius was like, it's not even like oh, it's so bad you should watch it like a shitty slasher film from the 80s.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's just like, I can't believe I'm watching this bad.
Yeah.
I could be doing a billion other things with my free time. I could be learning how to knit, but I'm fucking looking at Jared Leto's idiot face and
I could be
the worst Doctor Who
shit and scrolling through Reddit, and that would be a more productive version of my day.
All right, what else? I think that Tron's gonna flop now that Jared Leto's been in it. It looked great too, but whatever.
Yep. I mean, it could still be cool, but it's not gonna do well.
I mean, I love Legacy, but go on.
Yeah, a Minecraft movie.
I think that
one I think is gonna do stupid well on the like kids dumb fucking movie.
I was about to say, I think that everybody over a certain age is gonna be like, this shit movie shouldn't exist. I don't know why we're here, but I think that movie's gonna make $8 billion by itself in a day.
This movie also has a star-studded cast. It's got Jack Black,
Yeah.
Jennifer Coolidge, Jason Momoa, Kate McKinnon, Danielle
McKinnon?
Brooks. McKinnon, yes. Danielle Brooks. Fucking let me scroll up. The scroll bar went away.
That's
I don't know.
fine.
Probably
I'm
other
ready.
people. It's cool.
It's cool.
I think
I'm
it's
ready to
gonna
move
be
on.
good. Yeah.
I think
it's gonna be good. I'm gonna see it.
All right.
Dog Man.
Dog Man.
Dog Man.
Dog Man.
Yes. Do you know what this film is?
I don't at the moment. I'm hoping to become enlightened.
Okay, so I actually saw a trailer for this film recently, and it's about a cop and his canine unit dog, and they're on a mission, and they both become horribly injured when a bomb explodes. And
is this
they
the...
attach the dog's head to the man's body? Only here's the thing. Even though all they do is attach the dog's head to the man's body, it's basically just an anthropomorphic dog because he later has furry hands.
Well, this is I know Dogman. Dogman's a spin-off of Captain Underpants.
Yes. Half man, half dog. He is sworn to protect and serve as he doggedly pursues the feline supervillain Petey the cat.
I think it's gonna do as well as Captain Underpants did. I didn't watch it, so I don't care. I don't have any Risk soldier pieces on that country.
Risk soldier pieces.
Well, I had to establish what game I'm playing. I'm playing Risk. I'm not good at Risk, also.
I like that we've played 2 board games in this.
I know, right?
I played Clue at the beginning. You're playing Risk. What else can we sneak in here?
Well, we'll get Monopoly by the end of this. Give me the next movie. Also, we're an hour in. We haven't even talked about music. Music, by the way,
should we switch?
We don't have to. I mean, I think Chapel Roan's going to get its new album, and I think my favorite album next year is going to be Iris.exe if their album ever comes out. But that's that.
I really hope that Chapel Roan releases an entire album that is the same vibe as her SNL song that was a surprise for everybody, where it's just lesbian country.
The Giver, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hyped about it.
She's apparently she was teasing, I actually don't know the validity of this, but she's teasing a collaboration with Lady Gaga, which is right.
Which is right. Yep, that's
pretty
much the only way to put it.
Part of the course, yep. I mean, if Lady Gaga will do collabs with fucking Ash Nico and that Korean, is it Blackpink? I don't know, but
yes, actually, I was just listening to I think a Christmas song that was Blackpink and Lady Gaga.
Yeah, I mean, Lady Gaga will collab with anybody if they're good enough. So this was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, 2 powerful women that are basically the queer leadership group. The only way that they would hit top tier is if Beyonce also joined, because I feel like she's the third pillar of this LGBTQ queens.
I was kind of glaze over whenever Beyonce comes up, because I don't.
You and I have the same feelings about Beyonce, but you cannot deny that she.
I can't deny how
holds her pillar.
Yes, she's changed the world and everything. I just don't really like the music, but I can't say it's bad music. I can't do that at all. But I just I check out with Beyonce.
Valid. Well, on to our next film, Mortal Kombat 2.
I didn't watch the first one.
Same.
Now, I'm a big 90s Mortal Kombat fan. Those are, I think, the worst movies ever made. But I love them. They're not good. They're far from good. It's got the guy that played Highlander. Remember him?
Yes.
Christopher Lambert.
So many remembrances about his forehead.
Okay, he plays Raiden in the Mortal Kombat movies.
It means nothing to me.
You don't know who Raiden is? He's the electric guy.
Oh, okay. That actually means something to me.
With the hat, the straw hat.
Nope, it's back to nothing.
Okay, cool. You've been a gas to talk to. But anyway, so there's these Mortal Kombat movies in the 90s. They're bad. I love them. Moving on.
The next film, Jurassic World Rebirth.
I don't know. I watched the first Jurassic World and then I stopped, but they're still going, so they have to have some level of success, right? They're still doing big.
I feel like, well, yeah, I mean, they're still being made and everything, but I feel like at this point, now that I'm looking at a picture of him, I was thinking of the right dude just without his hat. No, I feel like the last movie did not do well. I don't recall having any interest in watching it. I don't recall hearing other people have anything good to say about it. I know lots of people who are diehard Jurassic Park fans, and we're just like, it was a film.
Well,
I saw it because dinosaurs, and that is all.
I think that Jurassic World is reaching that, like, that meridian line that Jurassic Park did, where Jurassic Park 1 was great, Jurassic Park 2 is awesome, Jurassic Park 3 is okay, and then petering off. And I feel like Jurassic World is now learning that lesson, where the first one came out and everybody's like, oh, even I went to the theaters and I was like, wow, this is great. This is Jurassic Park all over again, but bigger, better, great. And now I think that it's beginning to die off.
Yeah, it's fading off again.
It's time to go back into hibernation for 20 years.
Yeah, what we're saying is sleep on it and then restart the franchise.
Yeah, Jurassic.
And we'll be on board again because dinosaurs are cool again.
Yeah,
you gotta
Jurassic
let it come back
Solar
around.
System is what you gotta hit next.
There you go.
Jurassic Planet.
Jurassic Universe.
You can have a dinosaur laser fight.
Yes, do it.
Moving on.
I think we should talk about what predictions we have for like events. Like
I think that 2025 is going to be a very exhausting year. I'm not going to predict anything specific because I really hope they don't come true. But I do think that every day is going to have us going to bed with a very long sigh, hoping that tomorrow will be a better day. I'm not saying it's going to be a bad year. I'm just saying it's going to be trying, tiring, exhausting.
I think we have to live with more hope in our hearts.
We do. And
sniff a flower.
Sniff a flower.
It's gonna be okay. This too shall pass.
It might pass after you perish, but
okay, I do have a question for you.
Sure.
Last night I learned the possible ship names for Trump and Elon Musk.
Why ship names?
Yeah, as in like, you know, when you ship two people together, relationship.
But that's what you do
fan
if
fiction?
yeah, that's what you do for like fan fiction. What do you do? What do you call it when it's real?
Well, their relationship name is either Tusk or Mumps.
Good.
But I really liked Mumps. I would like to propose, how far into the year do you think we will get before they turn on each other and have their first extremely public couples fight? We're in the honeymoon phase right now.
Okay, I think it's going to become very clear very quickly that Elon Musk is running the show. It's Trump is the figurehead, but like Elon Musk is definitely.
Oh yeah,
he bought it. He can't be president because he wasn't born in the United States, but he bought as high into a position as he possibly could, and here he is. And I think that down the road, we're either going to see some like under the skin kind of like bump ups of like Trump being frustrated that he's very clearly not in charge. But I don't think there will be anything public because this is a party all about saving face.
You don't think so? You don't think it's going to boil over?
I don't think it's going to boil over. At least not this year.
I don't know, Gamage. I feel like they're both volatile enough that just give it time. I think it'll start tense and it will blow the fuck up.
If anything does happen, it is going to be specifically because Trump starts like starting to try to like lead things more and like push his weight around, and then Elon Musk is going to take to Twitter and like leave passive aggressive bullshit about it.
Absolutely.
And until he eventually, like behind closed doors, Musk is like, I quit. But I mean, Elon Musk is the president now. That's happening. Don't deny it.
No, but I mean, you're not entirely wrong. Yeah, I just like, I get what you mean about saving face party, but I also feel like the two of them are not really quite good at that or privacy. So I'm just like, I think it will start out as a hush-hush experience, and then I think it's going to blow up into a full-on, as Fact Checker says, Twitter ego fight.
Yeah,
And
that's what I said too.
it's
Like
gonna,
that was gonna be passive aggressive shit that's gonna
yeah.
pop up.
I just think Trump's going to feed back into it too.
You know he will.
And it's going to end in one of two ways. It's either going to become like their splitting is now written in digital tablets for us to read for the rest of forever, or they're going to get engaged and married and have a baby.
Yes, those are the two options.
When you're in a toxic relationship, those are the two paths. You either triple the fuck down because doubling wasn't enough, or it's a shit fight.
Well, no, it's quadrupling down, because if you double up twice, that's 4 times.
Yeah, there you go. And that's enough to keep the relationship and the romance alive.
I mean, their egos will bubble over, but I also think that a lot of like their public life, how much they put on the internet, is very moderated. Like they say what's on their mind all the time, and they post about everything. But I do feel like that's also planned. There's a lot of aspects to their life that they keep extra private, like say relationships with Epstein. You know, I think there's a lot of things that they keep under wraps, and they put all this public shit out on purpose as like kind of a coordinated. This is me, everybody. I'm public, but. You know,
yeah. Look at your look at the target over here.
There is some deep skeletons in both of their closets.
One dude makes shitty cars. There's no way he hasn't killed thousands.
Did you hear the Luigi, the guy who shot the CEO? His judge,
supposedly,
his judge's wife was like an ex-CEO for like a health insurance.
Oh my god, really?
Company, yeah.
It's a conflict of interest.
Is it Rachel? I don't know, because
Just a smidge.
I think it's kind of bullshit that judges in this country all have like this pinky promise to be objective with everything. That seems there should be some oversight there, but what do I know? But
does that mean I should also be able to pinky promise, instead of taking a lie detector test, I'm going to pinky promise that I'm not lying? And all of these hold up as facts in court.
I mean, to be fair, though, lie detector tests don't hold water. Like, they don't hold weight in court anymore. People realize that those could be faked all the time. They could be face false positive. So they're not.
The system can be cheated.
Yeah, unless you, like, agree and you cave under pressure. Like, you could be like, no, I'm not going to do that. That's not admissible at all. No, thank you. Bye.
Well, now you can.
Yeah, fair.
I can't believe people were subjected to that as like a legitimate form of. Anyway, moving on. I have nothing else to discuss about 2025. This has been my predictions.
I mean,
what video games are coming out in 2025?
I don't. I've had some games. All right, on the spot, I can't remember any of them. I'm like blank stared, but like there are games coming out that I'm like really looking forward to. I don't know if they're 2025. Onimusha is my biggest one. I'm an old school Onimusha fan, so I'm really glad to see those back.
Monster Hunter Wilds. You know, I wish I played video games more, / particularly with people that played Monster Hunter, because it's a fucking neat game.
Dude, it is huge. Like, there is a whole cafe in Japan dedicated to Monster Hunter. There's whole stores with just Monster Hunter merchandise.
Oh, shit, Gamage. Ghost of Yotai. I don't know how to say that right, but that looks really good.
Is that coming out next? Is that coming out 2025?
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, depending it being pushed back further, that's the current release date.
Fuck, I'm down. Fact Checker said next Final Fantasy remake thing. I think that's actually gonna be 2027.
Fable?
Oh yeah, Fable.
Are they just remaking the first one, or are they finally making a new one?
It's like a brand new one, so it's.
I fucking love Fable.
I'm surprised.
Holy crap!
I'm surprised you haven't heard about this. Yeah, it's.
No.
Dude, there's a trailer with Richard Ayoade in it as a giant. It's great.
And
he's
all right,
speaking.
I know what I'm doing when we're off of this call, and I'd like this call to end sooner than later now. I have to go.
I'm gonna go watch the Richard Ayoade video. I'm gonna have my feather glove on as well, and I'm just gonna have a riveting good time.
All right, Richard Nixon. I read this as Fatal Fury. It's definitely Fatal Fury.
Fatal Fury has a new game like every year. I don't care. Fighting games don't do it for me anymore. They don't. It's like the same shit. You want to wow me with fighting games? Give me a new Bloody Roar.
Why is this thing called Mouse PI for Hire on the list of games? Like, all these other things are like, okay, now that I'm reading them, sure. And then there's this little not emo. What word was I trying to say?
GIF?
Indie? Like, that wasn't the word I was going for, but I can't remember the actual word now.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
This little indie game, Mouse PI for Hire.
Yeah, Mouse PI for Hire is very rubber hose first-person shooters is what they're going for.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Oh, it's made in Poland.
What words of did I say did you not like? Because that's all true. That's all accurate.
I don't know. I just didn't expect it to be a shooter game, to be honest.
I mean, it's not a Call of Duty FPS. It's definitely like a story kind of.
No. I got you. I just did not expect that to be the premise of the game.
I mean, if you look up screenshots, it's all first person with a gun.
I believe you. I'm not saying that you're
Why are
lying.
you arguing with me?
I'm not. Okay, this is like, sorry, I looked up Mouse PI for Hire, and it's definitely old school Mickey Mouse, and it's cool.
Yeah, that's rubber hose is what I said.
I didn't know that's what the art style was called.
Yeah. Because you know, all their limbs are like very rubbery and stuff.
That
like,
makes
that's
sense.
Like the aesthetic of it.
It's got very Cuphead vibes, which is the same era of art.
Yeah, it's a weird like art style that's brought back every now and then in video game form.
A fucking cool way to do a shooter. I'm kind of excited to watch the thing. Anyway, yeah. Jurassic Park is gonna eat Superman. And then Chaperone's gonna sing about it with Lady Gaga, and the queers are gonna love it. Trump and Elon Musk will fight with KFC and McDonald's. All
right, let's wrap this up with some tunes. They teamed up.
Yeah, holy fuck. Please, release me from this hell.
All right, I'm going to recommend one that has been out for a little bit. I feel like it doesn't get enough attention. It's called Hip Hop Lollipop by the legendary Bootsy Collins and Phantasma.
Oh,
Fantaazma. She's like a German hip hop artist. She's German, but like you couldn't tell from this song, but it's a very funky kind of hip hop, has a good beat, kind of. It's Bootsy Collins. So if you know who Bootsy Collins is,
was
you know
gonna
what I'm talking
say,
about.
You had me at Bootsy Collins. You need not explain anymore. I was sold a few words into your description. I am hyped to listen to that afterwards and watch the trailer about Fable.
Yeah.
And Mouse PI. My recommendation for the week is the traditional Rachel recommendation of being somewhere in the indie alternative fucking realm, because God forbid we dissect genres anymore and categorize things. I'm gonna recommend Stefan or Stephen Day. I don't know. It's a PH in the middle, not
That's
a V.
Steven. It's Steven. Holy shit, Rachel.
Fucking pronounce it however the fuck you want.
Audience listener doesn't know this, but Rachel and everybody else I know has been arguing over the pronunciation of PH for years. They don't understand that it's Steven. That's Steven.
It's fat with a PH. Anyway, so Stefan, whoever the fuck, Mr. Day kind of looks like if Ron Burgundy were an actual person.
He is a person.
I know he was like a character played by a person, but just imagine that singing music to you that speaks to your emotions. The song that I'm going to suggest
the song that speaks to your emotions and makes you feel things.
Makes you feel stuff. And then there's Ron Burgundy's face looking back at you. I actually didn't know he looked like that until I looked this up just now. Dancing in the Street by Stephen Day.
Is it a cover?
No, I don't think so.
It's not a cover of David Bowie and Mick Jagger's Dancing in the Street. That's not even the original either. Who is it? Who is it, fact checker? Never mind, you're slow. Marvin Gaye. Yeah, the cover of Marvin Gaye's Dancing in the Street, 1964.
I don't know. Give me 2 seconds to look it up.
Yeah, David Bowie and Mick Jagger had a cover. Mamas and the Papas, Van Halen. Crazy. I mean, you'd know the song. There's no way that you'd...
What the fuck? I can't even find what you're talking about.
Jesus Christ, Rachel. Here you go. That's the David Bowie.
No, I know that. I was looking up the Marvin Gaye portion. Because David Bowie came up super fast. This is definitely not the same thing.
Okay, well, that's good.
Oh, no. And also, this music video is terrifying.
The one I just posted?
Yeah, there's way too much Mick Jagger looking through my soul.
Rachel, I want you to finish this music video, okay? Watch all of it, please. And then...
I will. It's so much tension.
And then watch this one.
Oh, fuck. I'm terrified. Okay. All right, I have a lot of homework to do after we're off this call.
For those at home, I sent the Dancing in the Street silent music video. Look it up. Holy shit.
Oh, I'm terrified.
It's really good. For Rachel,
anyway,
it's the same video, but no music playing.
Oh, Jesus fuck. Okay. All right. So since I have things to do now, thank you guys for listening. If you'd also like to be traumatized with me, you know what to look up. Gamage just said it to you. If you want to send us more traumatizing musicless videos, please like, subscribe, download, contact us. Check out your most favoritist podcasting places. If you want us to talk about a thing, email us at whtpah@gmail.com. That's wutpa@gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram at We Have That Podcast at Home. Fact Checker posts really fabulous reels and posts. Again, my brother talks about it all the time, and he's a youth, so he's hip. He's fresh. Or you can follow us at WHTPAH on Blue Sky. That's Wutpa on Blue Sky.
I would like to thank me for the use of our theme song, Freddie Got Swingered, off the album An Astronaut Sick with the Flu, available at Pro Bass Shop in Wyoming. Bass? Bass?
The album
I don't know
cover of that is really good. It's just like an upside down fishbowl with vomit in it.
Yes.
Do you even remember what you said enough to know why that's relevant?
No, I don't.
You said an astronaut, by the album, an astronaut got sick with the flu.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in a dome head, and he got sick with the flu, so he threw up inside of his dome. Anyway, tell us what part of Wyoming or Wisconsin or whatever the fuck this is available in.
I did. It's available at a Pro Bass Shop.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that part.
Well, it's because you were too busy
laughing at my dumb fucking joke.
Giggling over yourself.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm not gonna laugh at it, why would I expect you to laugh at it?
Like an amateur comedian.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I have a very fun experiment that a piece of wisdom that I'd like to bestow on you before we cut out. And it's...
Do it.
Has anybody ever introduced you as the funny person, like in a group, and then they ask you to tell them a joke? Or has somebody like found out like you're like a comedian and they're like, oh, well, tell me a joke then, and you're like, that's not how this works. I have the joke for you.
I thought you were just gonna say I have. Like, as in you've experienced this, and that was
I mean, I definitely experienced it where, like, people, like, introduce me as, like, a troll or, like, a jokester, and they're like, oh, we'll say something funny, and it's like, all right.
Okay.
Like, what do you want? But I have the joke. If somebody asks you, like, tell me a joke, you do, all right, let's role play. You just asked me, like, to tell you a joke, and I'm going to proceed. All right, Rachel, thank you for this question. I know a really good knock-knock joke, but I need you to start it.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I don't know.
It's so good because I think it's like the person doing it's hilarious to them, and the other person looks like a fucking ass.
Yeah, like that's kind of the best stupid way to do it. You're like, it just kind of immediately, I feel like, shows them that they're a fucking douchebag.
Exactly. And like, To you, you're fucking giggling about it because it's hilarious.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, you're welcome, people. All you amateur comedians looking for material on this show.
You are really digging in the bottom of the recesses of life, and you may want to consider a different source material.
Congratulations.
Rip off somebody funnier.
We're the bottom.
Yep. This is the barrel. You've reached the bottom. I've been off-brand Rachel.
I've been off-brand Gamage, and next week we'll be tackling
the illustrious and fine art of...
She's only making that noise because she had to, like, pull the wheel up.
True crime. No, I actually spun it a while ago. We're doing true crime.
Is this just it now? You just pre-spin the wheel and we go off of that? I'm just supposed to trust you?
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to We Have That Podcast now.
This has been Trust Issues.